And good evening, everyone. Welcome to this Thursday. It's June now. I can't remember what month it is.
June 3rd.
Totally long.
Third. It is my birthday month. That's all you need to know.
Hey, it's my birthday month too. Thank you very much.
Boom. See, there you go. It's the best month of the year. That's all you got to remember.
Celebrating the whole month. It's great.
Well, we were supposed to have Mostafa Moussa on today, but he's unable to show. We're hoping due to weather and nothing drastic or anything like that. But hopefully, if he pops on, we'll bring him in at any time. But I guess one of the main things that we can talk about is like different Comic Cons coming up and all the good stuff. Because I do know, like I said, Comic Conroe and Comic Palooza here in Houston in July, mid-July and in July, and I'm looking forward to those.
And then there's Eastern Rim and Baytown in September, and then there's Beaumont Comic Con and Tyler Comic Con are both in October. And
I believe Nerdfest is having theirs in December.
Ooh, okay.
Kilgore Geekin does Kilgore Geekmas in December as well.
Oh, okay. So, I have a question. Who are you guys the most excited to see out of all of these Comic Cons? Who are you the most excited to see?
Calvin Sorbo, thank you very much. Hands down.
Okay, all right. I give it to you.
I mean, if there was somebody on Stranger Things, though, I would probably faint. I don't care which character is. I would probably just faint, especially if it was like Sean Astin. I mean,
well, I'd be more excited.
I would be sitting here if he was one of our guests. I just would be sitting here going.
Is he the one that also has that prank show on Netflix? Is that him?
I don't think so.
No, he
was in Warnings. He was in
Lord of the Rings.
He's Lord of the Rings. He was in Toy Soldiers. He was in Rudy. I could rattle them all off.
What character is
Star Trek people, you would also see me faint because I mean,
is he the sheriff? You have to give me character names.
No, he's Bob Newby, superhero in Stranger Things.
Okay.
He was her love interest in the second season. Like,
okay.
Not for anybody watching if they haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, go to Netflix, find Bob Newby superhero, and you're gonna go, oh my gosh, it's Sean Astin.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm looking at the Comic Palooza past guests, and you guys, I don't know why you guys did not tell me that Grant Gustin was there in 2019. Like, I'm fangirling out, and he's not even going to be there this year, but I'm totally having a fangirl moment. That's like my man. He's the best Flash, in my opinion. He's super cute. I'm just like, man, why didn't I go that year?
I mean, if there are any, like, we used to have a lot of, like, the Doctor Who's. If David Tennant showed any of these things, I'm telling you right now, I would pass out.
Okay, you guys are totally probably not going to let me co-host on the show. I've never watched Doctor Who. I know.
I've seen very.
You guys, I'm sorry.
I've seen very little Doctor Who.
All right.
Are you serious right now?
I mean, I do know the TARDIS.
I don't even know you right now.
Well, okay. In my defense, and this really isn't in my defense because I'm pretty sure I'm going to get hate mail for this. But hey, feel free to send it to me, okay? So when I first saw Doctor Who, I know I'm going to get so much crap for this.
Okay, first of all, which doctor did you see? Because that makes a huge difference.
No, so here's the thing. I just saw the title and the cover, and I don't know why, but it threw me to Sherlock Holmes, and that's what I watched. I watched Sherlock Holmes thinking it was going to tie in, and then I'm over here like, ooh, no, Amy, this is like a whole thing. I was just like, oh my God.
Not even close. Did you either of you guys know who Stargate is? Do you guys know the Stargate universe and all that?
Yes, I do know the Stargate universe.
Amy?
It sounds familiar. I mean, I'm sorry.
Your house can see Bushwood, any of this stuff.
It sounds like something.
Why are you here?
I don't know. I don't know. I told you guys, it's my last show co-hosting. Clearly I'm being kicked out. Okay. I'm not cool enough.
Here's the thing though. You cover the gamers and a lot of like the comic stuff.
That's true. I knew about, the comic person. Oh my gosh, I can't think right now because I'm like, oh wait, I know this. I knew the comic creator of The Walking Dead, and y'all did not know him. I'm just.
You mean Kevin Smith?
Yeah, no, that's not who created it. No, Robert Kirkman.
Now, see, you were talking the other day about Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith is the guy. He's been in Clerks and stuff, but he was on the Comic Book Man show on AMC about this huge comic book store and the comics that they had in. He was on Talking Dead all the time. Like, you guys, there is a reason I'm on this show. I do know some things, okay? I do know some things.
I know some things. Greg knows some things. You know some things. We all come together and we know all things Comic-Con by the time we're all together.
You know what?
There we go.
You guys are going to make fun of me so hard, but when you said Stargate or whatever, I don't know why, I flashed to Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord. That's where my mind went, you guys. Come on, give me credit and they have started it.
Stargate is where they have the little teleport where you have to unlock the keys and then you go through and you go to a different world.
I don't even know you right now.
I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry.
Oh man, I'd love to have some of those on as guests.
I know, right?
People on as guests.
I would have to learn from them.
And Amanda Tapping did several other really good ones too.
Mm-hmm.
It was the Stargate one. There's Amanda Tapping. There's Michael Shanks, Richard Dean Anderson. Again, I would faint if you had him on here. Saw everything he's done too. He's I'm one of those strange people. People my age fell in love with like Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise and all this. Mine was like Richard Dean Anderson, Robin Williams. Those were my kind of people that I loved.
Oh yeah.
John Astin, Will Wheaton. Again, if you have any of those on here, just send me a bag to start inhaling in and out of because I will pass out. Put my head between my knees and breathe.
Oh Lord.
I will say I did ask a good majority of the Eternals cast. And I have gotten many responses back, which they are booked, which is quite understandable, especially the
book them
people.
Out. Book
the
them
one,
out so we can come on
the
later.
one person that I haven't asked, which I'll probably be sending one, is Angelina Jolie. She's the one person. It's like I'm sure she's going to be booked, but
book them out for the thing. I mean, they don't have to be like right now. Book them out so that you've got the run.
I'm letting them know August through December. I'm letting them know.
Keep going. If they have to go further, go further. As long as they come on, we don't care. It all comes around. Oh, good. Just
there we go.
You guys are funny.
Talk like this until somebody else comes on. It's all good.
Man, you should get the Flash guy. Oh my gosh, what did I say his name is? You should invite him. Yes, Grant Gustin. Grant.
Okay, Grant Gustin. I was like, because there's another one that was just at
Tom
Beaumont
Holland,
last year. No, Sam Jones.
Chris
the one who
Pratt, there's Jeremy Renner. There's all sorts of names out there.
The one that played I know what you're talking about. The what
1980s movie.
Which one?
Yeah.
The 1980 Flash, Sam Jones.
Yeah.
He was at Beaumont last year. It was their 40th anniversary for that Flash.
Oh, cool.
Nice. That's cool.
So I don't know if he's going to be making another round this year since there wasn't much last year.
Well, hopefully. But I don't know. I'm fairly new to this circuit, you guys. I mean, I knew about them, but
okay, you have a lot of watching to catch up to do.
Let's just be honest, okay? Like I feel like I have to defend myself, so I'm gonna do it anyways. But back when I was living in Houston and stuff, Oh, you man, I'm like really getting Aussie. I was broke as hell. So for me to try to go to a comic palooza and like dress up, like I had to pick between dressing up and going. So I was like, I'm gonna admire from afar, you know. Now I can go. Now, you know, I can go and everything, but I don't live in Houston anymore. And it's my people aren't there this year to see. Like it's very sad.
It's a pickup year though. Wait till next year, because at this point people are kind of treading the water to see what is it, you know, what's going to happen, what's it going to be like, are they actually going to go through with it, and that sort of thing. A lot of people have their vaccines. A lot of people don't mind wearing masks. At this point, any cosplayer or any Comic-Con person would be like, give me the freaking mask. Just do the Comic-Con live. Don't do it on the screen. It doesn't help us. We want to see these people. Stand and get our picture taken with these people. That's what Comic-Con's all about. And all the different cosplayers, I mean, they're phenomenal. But if they don't care, they'll walk around with the mask on. Just let us enjoy our Comic-Con.
Yes.
Please.
Definitely. Well, I have to say, last week was an adventurous week, or 2 weeks. I actually saw the thing where they actually sold pallets online that are 7 foot tall that you can order and have shipped to your house. Well, I was like, okay, let me try this and see what all it comes with. Because it's back orders that they got sent back, like orders that weren't fulfilled. And it's like, okay, let's see what comes with it.
Okay, let me see if I'm following you right.
Like Walmart, Amazon.
Physical pallets. You're talking pallets stacked with stuff that they're selling kind of like the warehouse wars or storage house wars where you can like
Correct.
on a thing. Okay, got it.
So it was like $19.99 for one 7 foot humongous pallet.
Okay.
Like, it's like, oh, I can't wait. Maybe do an unboxing episode of this.
Yes.
Come to find out, it was a buy one get one free.
You
So
got
I'm getting 2 pallets.
Oh my god!
Well, they sent one thing already,
Okay.
and it was earphones, and it's like, really? I hope this is not it, or I'm going to be really pissed.
Well, you know what though? Make little stickers of the Con Hour or of your logo and put them on there and sell them at the conference.
The whole pallet was headphones?
Well, no. I'm saying all I have right now is they shipped like 2 little things of headphones, and it's like, I want them to bring the entire pallet. I don't want them to mail it separately because that would just be a pain in the butt.
Oh, wait a minute. You mean seriously 2 little headphones? That's all you got?
That's
Not
all I've gotten so
headphones?
far. Right. Just 2 little headphones. And it's
Man.
like, this is, I wrote a little letter. I'm waiting for them to respond.
I'd be
Because
writing
it's
a
like-
letter and they would not.
Reddit it, you know, and like check to make sure it was like legit. Because I've had something like that where I thought I was buying like an indoor jungle gym for my kids, and I got like Legos sent to me.
Oh, man. No, I did a little bit of research, and they have a good rep. Now it's like, okay, let's find out what happens here now.
Man,
You
they're
gotta
gonna mail it.
tell them you've got a YouTube show. Tell them people are interested and they want to know if they're getting ripped off or not.
Man, you know, but if they're gonna mail it to you individually, you know how much of a pain that is for you, but for them, they gotta take it apart, mail it, pay for,
Yeah,
mail.
that's why I'd like to see the pallet, and then that way I could take a picture beforehand, because there's no way y'all are going to sit there and watch me unload a pallet.
Well, and you can use the pallet too. You can use a pallet for like making bookshelves or fences.
I would watch that. I'd watch a pallet unboxing and unraveling, I guess we could call it. I would watch that. And especially did like auctions, like, oh, highest bidder gets this. Oh, yes, I am a
Well,
sucker.
see, that's one thing that I want to do is like, okay, let's see what we got. And then it's like, oh, there might be some good Christmas presents here. There might be some different other stuff, and there might be stuff I could sell at the cons. You never know.
Man.
Yeah, if you come to deliver it, make sure you video it and we can play it before and then of them delivering it, and then we'll go live as you're opening it up.
Man, I want to buy a pallet and see what I get.
I mean, knowing my luck, they'd be ramen noodles, but that's
Hey, I'm okay with it. Like, I'm all good. I want to know what's on the pallet. Like, now I'm nosy, and I'm curious, and I'm just like, man, what else?
toilet paper.
From everything that I've read,
sport.
It's supposed to be a mixture of toys, camping gear, electronics,
Oh my
tools.
Very cool.
So, like I said, it's what, and it like I said, buy one get one free. But like I said, got to wait for it to show up, which it
Do they
should
still
be
have
here by now.
I mean, if they send them individually, that alone is gonna
They're
kill them.
making money.
They would lose a lot of money if they sent it like that. So that's why I was
That
like,
just sounds painful.
the only thing that I can think of is because the headphones were so small and they could slip through the pallet. That's the only thing that I can think of.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're clearly just needing to clear out their warehouse because there is no way they're going to make any money, especially shipping a pallet. Like, they're just not going to make any money
At all.
I know.
That's
I
cool,
just don't
though.
understand it.
Man, Greg, next time, send the link to me, man. I would love that. Share the wealth of the pallet. Share it.
You know what? That can be the next book, The Wealth of the Pallet. Kind of like Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Pallet.
I was thinking Christmas gifts and stuff too, you know, like hitting, you know, like what is it where you get like a diamond in the rough and you get like an awesome palette that just has like a ton of electronics on it, you know? that would be me. I would love that.
Well, like I said,
I would have hot dogs or ramen noodles. But hey, if it's toilet paper, you've scored.
Yeah.
Tell me right now.
you got the mother load if it's toilet paper.
Definitely. That or like what is it? Sanitizer or toilet paper. You're like golden, dude. That's gold.
Send it. I'm good.
Well, what we might do is we might do a recording of it, not have it live, but do a recording of it. Because like I said, me unloading a pallet with a hernia, that's going to take quite a while.
No.
You want me to help you? I'll help you. I'll help you.
I mean, if they deliver it, just take your little box cutter out there and cut all that plastic and, you know, we'll go live.
Did they ask for like your address and stuff? Like, I'm really curious about this. You're going to have to record this. I want to know what happens.
Yeah, like I said, it will be a fun and see what all comes on it.
Your
And
life
then, of course,
is so
everybody's going to say, where do you get that from? Where do you get that from?
I'm telling you, your life is so exciting, Greg. You got the con hour. You're like the con man, okay? And through the eyes of authors, that's what I call you. You know everything that's going on with these cons, even ones that aren't in Texas, okay? And to top it all off, you got a buy one, get one deal on a pallet. You have no idea what's on it. Like, your life is so exciting. I wish you had that. I'm so jealous right now. I don't think you guys understand.
I'm always for good deals. I love yard sales. I love estate sales. But I usually like to know what I'm buying. I'm kind of
good. Yeah, I'm good.
So this is like a lotto. It's like,
yeah,
let's
like
see
I
what
told you,
comes with
I
it.
would get like ramen noodles or something I can't eat.
Hey, for
I can't
20
eat ramen
bucks.
noodles. There's too much salt. I can't eat the noodle part. I'm on keto. So like I'd be looking at that going, that is my luck.
For 20 bucks, I'm down. Or whatever. I'll take a risk. I'll take a risk.
So if it's all ramen noodles and I get it, I can say, Amy, come get your ramen noodles.
Yeah, because then I got
me the palette because I can do craft stuff with
nieces and nephews will eat that. My kids will eat that, I'm sure. I mean, I try to be somewhat healthy, but you know, when things happen, you know, it's like if we get another freeze, y'all gonna be coming to my house to get noodles. I'm just saying.
We did good over here. We had hobo dinners. We had fire going all the time.
Hey, at least you had that. I had a propane, I think, heater that we turned on only for like 20 minutes, you know, with the windows cracked. So it really didn't do anything because we had cold air coming in. And I had like electricity rolling. You know, we got like 5 minutes on and like 6 hours off. It was awesome.
At least you had it within 6 hours. We had it like gone for over 80%. We'd have it like for an hour and then it'd be off for like 12 to 15.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know.
And we got as far as 30.
My parents had that. My parents had it like that. I don't think they got power. I don't know. It was over 24 hours and then they lost their water. It was a hot mess.
Yeah, we lost it up to 36 hours and that's where we finally pulled everything from the refrigerator and put it outside. So, because it was colder out there. And then we lost the water on that Wednesday and didn't get back to the following Monday. The whole town lost the water. So, yeah.
Man. Hey, okay. So I have a question for you guys.
Uh-oh.
All right. I know. My questions are on point. I know. Okay. So I have never been to a big Comic-Con like Comic Palooza. Okay. I have a dream. Okay. One day I'm going to go to the San Diego one. It's like the top, the mother load for now.
Oh, good luck with that. Trying to get tickets to it alone.
Hey. Don't pop my dream bubble. Okay.
I'm not. I'm just telling you. That's like the Comic-Con Mecca.
I
If
know.
you can get a
It's
ticket
like the
there,
mother.
then you better get 2 and take me. That's all I'm saying. I will pay for our travel.
I will take you.
Start booking your hotel. Start booking your hotel in Los Angeles because you ain't getting anything in San Diego.
Hey, now. Okay, y'all are popping my bubble dream, okay?
No, I'm telling you right now. If you get tickets, make sure you get one for me, and I will pay for us to get there. You think I'm joking. I am not joking.
Okay. All right. Anyway,
if you get a ticket, you tell me, and I will talk to Super Hubby, and I will get you there if you take me with you.
Okay. All right.
We can do live from there. Oh my gosh.
It's a deal. It's a deal. If I can get tickets, it's a deal. Now, my question is, I've never been to a big one like this, and so how does it work? Okay, for us newbie, how does it work? Because I went to like DegaCon and I went to NerdFest and they have panels and stuff. But I was on the Comic Palooza website because I'm sitting here looking at it. I'm trying to educate myself. And they have like couches and a big like stage. So do I just go and sit there and let these people talk? Like, how does this work?
There's usually a schedule and they'll tell you where stuff is going on.
Yeah, but is it like I don't know the best way to say this. Like, when you see movies and they're like all these celebrities are sitting on a couch and they're all talking and you guys can ask questions from the audience and there's like 500 people in the audience, Is it like that? Or is it like in smaller rooms and you can kind of pick who you want and you can be really close? So if I want to go touch, like Mario Lopez, I can do that? Or like, how does that work?
Pay to touch Mario Lopez, and if you got your picture taken with him, then you go right ahead and you touch Mario Lopez.
Okay, hey, I'm okay. All right, I got this.
For the panels, it's a little bit more separated.
There's a table.
Like sometimes they'll have it really depends on the location. Sometimes they'll have the table they'll have seats behind it. And then they'll probably have about 6-7 feet between that. And then you have the rows where people sit to watch and listen. And then they would ask questions or they allow the audience to ask some questions after they spoke.
Okay.
Now, see, you say that, but I was moderator at a smaller con. They gave me the mic to mod. Can you imagine that coming to me? Anyway, I played Vanna. I was all over that thing. They were asking questions. I was sticking mics in this person's face and this person was asking questions. I cannot sit behind the table. I'm ADD and OCD. That doesn't work. You're going to have to duct tape me to the chair.
Well, my question is, I have two. One's kind of funny, but I have two. One, if I want to be in the front row, you're like the first person in the front row, how long do I need to line up outside before that panel goes on?
It depends on the Comic-Con also because they have VIPs first. Because they'll let the VIPs go in first, in which they'll have that row, and then they'll allow the other guests to go in.
If VIP is an option, do it. If it's
not an option.
Yes, they're good.
I'm looking at all of them right now, and there's no option. Oh no, there is.
There's always that option.
There is. I'm sorry. I take it back. I have given you guys information. Now, my second question is a security question. Are they surrounded all the time? Like, if I were to go and like point or something, am I going to get like body tackled? How does that work?
Have your camera ready and take lots of pictures.
I know, but what if I want to just point? Like touch him, like, yeah, I touched you, am I going to get
I just had the picture from Finding Nemo of the little kid, the little fish going to touch the butt.
Yeah, I'm saying if I go in and do that, am I going to be body tackled if that happens?
Quite possibly, depending on who the guest is.
It depends on who.
Yeah. Seriously, it depends on who the guest is. But
what if they don't even know that I touched them? What if it's just like, an illusion that I touched them because I was so close, but I didn't?
A lot of times they'll have those guests to get like their picture taken and stuff behind somewhere. And so
I was going to say, if I pay to get my picture taken, let's just say with Mario Lopez, right, at this Comic Palooza, if I pay to get my photo with him, I get to touch him. They're not gonna body tackle me, right? Like, I don't want to be.
Well, it depends on how you're touching him.
Okay, no, my point
They
is
might.
I just
They
meant
might.
I just meant poking. Like if I just like, oh my gosh, you are a real person.
Now, what I would do is that sounds like something I would do. Like, if, you know, like I said, David Tennant, Tom Holland, Chris Pratt, Kevin Sorbo, any of those type things. Will Wheaton.
She's gonna faint at Comic
I
Con.
would probably go up to them, and my picture would be me touching their shoulder.
So we know what is going to happen with CJ at Comic Con. She's going to faint when she goes to see Kevin Sorbo. Like
I probably will.
We need to make sure that we have someone to help her up off the floor because
Oh, you're going to stay there with the video camera. Look, she did pass out.
I'm going to be the one taping it. Yes, girl. I'm going to follow you and be like,
Well, here's
oh,
the question:
man, she's going.
what are you going to do when he comes on the show here?
I'll be good.
And yes, I do love the T-shirt, and thank you. I'm doing my best to get better for those two comments on there.
You got it. You got this, Greg. We're behind you.
And also, guys, if you want to be able to have your name on the screen, you got to make sure to have StreamYard allow them to use your name.
Yep, you got to click the little URL that's there and just hit yes, and then boom, your name appears. It's the great
for every other one after it too, so I don't have to do it every time, right?
No, it's
Right.
just for you. Just
I
go
only have to do it once.
give him. Yeah,
Really? Yeah,
Give them
just
access.
once.
Just once. They just want to know who you are one time, and then they got you.
yeah. I mean, it's, kind of one of those special things. But
Big brother.
that makes sense. That makes sense. So CJ's going to pass out at Comic Con Row. So if you guys want to see CJ pass out, please attend.
I want to go to do that movie thing with Kevin Sorbo because we try to do like one big thing, and like, was it last year? No, 2 years. Well, last year everybody was in lockdown, but 2 years ago we went and saw Jeff Dunham, who is awesome, by the way. If you ever get the shot to do it, do it. So we did last year we went and saw JJ the Boss, the Memphis Street Outlaws. So actually we did see somebody last year. And so this year we want to do the movie with Kevin Sorbo. So I'm thinking if you're going to see me pass out, because we actually get to talk to him that night, that's probably where you're going to see it.
Okay. Greg, we need to record that. We need to.
I'm gonna be there. So
Yeah, and you need to tell me how to be there.
I'll be there.
Kathy,
Kathy, that's hilarious.
no passing out at Comic Con. The paperwork is a nightmare.
Technically, that's not a Comic Con row. That's at the movie theater thing.
That's true.
I mean, that's probably
Nightmare for them too, though.
Don't worry. Just make sure there's some oxygen somewhere handy, or make sure the AC is flowing really, really well so people don't pass out.
I'm going to follow you at Comic Con Row. When you go, you have to I need Lydia to text me she's on the move to Kevin. And I'm gonna be like, oh my God. I'm gonna do it. But like, hey, hold up. Y'all get your stuff together. I'm gonna be over here. Okay, calm yourself down. I'm telling you, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay,
There we go.
Kathy's gonna pass out with me. Thank you.
I'll pass out.
Thank you very much.
You guys are so funny.
Sisters, we got this. I'll tell you what, we can just lean on each other. That way it doesn't look like we're passing out, just back to back.
I'm telling you, if it was if Robert Kirkman was there, or the guy that played anybody from The Walking Dead, Andrew Lincoln, I would pass out. Like
any Star Trek people, Will Wheaton is another one that's like one of my big ones. Sean Astin, if he's standing in front of me, I'm telling you right now, my face would look like as red as a tomato, as Elle says in Stranger Things.
The only one that has ever left me speechless has been Jerry Ryan.
Oh, that's a good one.
She left me speechless. I wasn't really able to think.
That would be good. I just try to get some Star Trek people in here. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Actually, I was thinking about sending a message to Simon Pegg.
I like your other one, Malcolm.
Interesting.
Like I said, there's still a few that I'm waiting for answers from.
I'll bet you that Will Wheaton may actually do it because he did do Big Bang.
Yeah.
He is a geek. And I am like a geek queen. So I'm telling you right now, if you tell him, say, hey, we have like a geek queen here who would like pass out, then he may actually do it just to watch me pass out.
Oh my God, you guys didn't say Sean was in like 50 First Dates and Rudy. I looked him up. Now I know.
She did say Rudy earlier.
I did say
I'm
Rudy.
sorry. I wasn't really listening. I'm sorry. I'm more of a facial person, but I do know who this is. Oh, okay.
He was in Toy Soldiers. He was in Rudy.
sorry.
He was in Goonies. He was.
I take it back. I take it back. I know who he is. I just have to see the face, but I know.
Just so y'all people know, we are asking these people to be on the show. We're not just sitting here saying, "Oh, we're gonna."
And you
just
know
sit
what?
here and say it. No, we're actually sending these messages out.
He wants to see me red as a tomato, or he wants to see me pass out. That's why he's doing it. I'm telling you right now.
Man, Elijah Wood would be cool too.
Who?
Elijah Wood?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, if y'all don't know who that is, I have given up hope on y'all. Like,
No, I don't know who that is. Who's giving up hope on who?
hey, now, just because, hey.
I'm the one who ordered a pallet.
Yeah, you're the coolest person here. If anything, I mean,
I'm telling you, get some Stargate people, some Star Trek people. Oh my gosh, if you can get Torchwood, Captain Jack, I would die.
oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
I need to watch Star Trek.
Well, that's where.
That one's Torchwood.
Oh God, I can't think of his name. I'm having a mind blog. The guy who played Aquaman, he started in Stargate Atlantis.
Yeah, Jason Momoa.
Thank you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But
See,
John Barrowman. Get John Barrowman.
I knew that name. Like, I know that name. I know that person. You guys.
Like Torchwood.
Yeah.
No.
And then who is it? Is it Robert Picard? I can't think of his name now.
Who?
The hologram doctor.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. He actually kind of annoys me, but okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy who plays
my wife hates his character on Voyager.
who's the doctor that drove Sam Carter nuts? He drives me crazy too.
Oh, is that the one that was always flirting with her?
Yeah, I was allergic to lemons.
Yeah.
So the main head guy kept always carrying around a lemon as a threat to him.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I feel like we should get.
Hello, Tasty.
Hello, Tasty.
Gotta post that.
Yes! Ooh, Kathy! Yes, girl! Yes! We should get people from Agent Carter, like Dominic Cooper or Haley Atwell, because I want to talk to them because I finally got into that series and I was watching it, and they left it at a huge cliffhanger, and then they discontinued it. And I was like, what's happening? I need updates. Okay.
I have another big name for you to try to get on here. You ready for this?
Chad Michael Murray.
That too. Nathan Fillion.
Oh,
Nathan
Hello. Fillion. You know, he's not on the list that I have. The people that no, I'm saying the list that I have has
Nathan
the booking
Fillion. You would know him probably from Castle or
The Rookie.
Blonde hair guy? I told you I'm better with faces, you guys.
Firefly.
Google Nathan Fillion. He's hysterical.
Firefly.
Here's the thing, you make me sound.
Doesn't know Firefly.
Serenity.
Yes.
I'm giving you the names here. He's actually in MODOK right now. He's doing the voice for I can't think. I've just my mind's not here today.
And write down Nathan. Really, here you go. Right
Can you spell his last name for me?
Fillion. Is it Ion or IAN?
I-A-N.
Y'all were pronouncing it was like some crazy thing. Oh, huh, okay. Yeah, I know. He's
okay, what's he?
You're like me with music because I grew up in the one-hit wonder zone. Like I have to hear the song to know what you're talking about. You have to be the person to know who we're talking about.
No, he was in a movie I just watched recently. Yeah,
who does he voice in MODOK?
I don't know. Have you ever seen Castle though? Amy, you would like Castle. Castle's really cute.
Well, he was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, he played
He was in Suicide Squad, well, the new one. He was in. What else would I know him as? Oh, he's in Percy Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, okay.
There you go.
There you go.
Maybe
And you have a
I'll
soul
use that.
runner too.
Yes, I'm telling you. Okay, I don't feel so bad now. I don't feel so bad. You want to know who he was in what is it, Modark?
Yeah, the one that just came out.
Okay.
It should be one of the superheroes.
I don't know. Let's see. Ooh, the girl from Lucifer's in there. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. No. Nikki Garcia's in there. She's my favorite because she spells her name similar to how. No, it is. It's exactly how I spell my name. Ooh, yes. Okay.
There you go.
I know. I'm telling you. I don't know. Hold on. Let me see. I saw his name, but it doesn't tell me who he plays. Internet is our BFF. Okay. Let's see. So.
You know, maybe you should try to find some, like I said, any of the Marvels, any of the DCs, any
Well,
of
like
Stargate.
I said, I'm limited because the list that I have, it gives me their booking agents, it gives me their publicists, and it gives me their managers. If they don't have the publicists, I have to go through the manager.
He plays Simon Williams.
Thank you.
You are so
And that should be Mr. Marvel, I believe, is the actual hero for the.
I'll bet you we could get Ant-Man on here.
He would be cool.
I'm trying to get Jeremy Renner too. I love Jeremy Renner. I really do.
to-
I know he's like one of probably the more understated characters, but I love Jeremy and I love archery. Like I have a recurve bow. And so when I saw him, I'm like, yes, he uses arrows. Yes.
Well, yes, yeah.
But one of the good things is I think I found a perfect format to send these people their invites because I'm now getting the responses back saying that, hey, we're booked, sorry, or not interested. So we're getting the responses.
You may not be interested. Come
Well,
on.
there's some that just
Yeah.
they want a little bit higher crowd. They want you to be millions of people.
Well,
viewed.
I mean, hello.
No.
We're just starting out, but we're in the tens of thousands for our
And
reach.
the Comic-Con crowd will find us. And
Yes.
they will love us. And they will make sure to follow us on YouTube.
Well, this is
And not only that, but we have a bunch of the cons with their coordinators are actually watching. So if you're on here as a guest, they might want to reach out and get.
We need to get some more of the coordinators. Actually, honestly, the Comic-Con coordinators, because I'd be fascinated to find out what all the little elements that they have to do to bring together, to bring in a whole entire Comic-Con together.
Well, guess what?
What?
We're having Anchor Con, and I think they might be able to be happy to explain all the stuff that they go through. And they're up in New York. So, yes, we're having New York Con coming down to a Texas podcast.
oh,
Perfect.
hey, I'm all about it. Man, okay. All right.
But they actually, one of the things.
Star Wars people, there's like tons of people that you can contact. I'm just giving you some ideas.
Hey,
The Star
trust
Wars
me.
geek in me and
I'm
the
going
sci-fi
through.
geek in me is like
Oh, who did I just send one to? I just sent one earlier today, or was it yesterday? Billy Zane. Do you know who Billy Zane is?
DJ doesn't know who it is. Finally, somebody.
He played Match in Back to the Future.
Okay, I know those movies.
Billy
I sent one.
Zane?
Billy Zane.
Sane, S-A-N-E?
Z-A-N-E.
Titanic, Kathy. Yes.
Sean Astin, Malcolm McDowell, Ryan Tyree
I'm
Henry,
telling you right now.
Gil Birmingham. I've sent all these invites out. Just waiting for responses.
Oh! I do know who he is. Yes, we need him on here.
I just got to wait for responses.
On Titanic. So yes, I do get it. But yes, he was also on. He was on Charmed.
Oh man, I'm gonna remember that story for the rest of my life with Todd Newton and his experience from Charmed.
That was funny. You guys haven't seen the Todd Newton interview? He was a hoot.
He was a lot of fun. He really was. one of my favorite interviews. He was
Mine was probably him and DC Glenn, because they were like just big personalities willing to share like different elements of their world. And I love it when somebody comes on and is willing to be transparent and show more of their world than what the world sees.
Correct. Definitely.
Yeah, I think it's more, I don't know. I guess I would say that for me, it's humbling, but it's also nice to see that, fame and stuff hasn't gone to their head. Because you see all those out there and it's just like, woohoo,
Mm-hmm.
And they're just like, yeah, no, I love talking with people and I wouldn't be, famous if it wasn't for fans. I love people like that. Like, it's like humbling to know that they are that humble about it. You know what I'm saying?
It bugs me to no end if I contact somebody and they just don't even respond back. I'm like thinking, I'm sorry, am I beneath you that you can't even tell me you're not interested?
Well,
Yeah.
I just say that it went to their spam, I just make myself feel better and say that it went to their spam and not that they're ignoring me. I try to make myself, because it's puppies and rainbows in Amy's world. Puppies and rainbows. So.
Well, not only that, but when I'm
just
sending out
like
these,
it gets lightsabers and laser guns in my world.
when I'm sending out these messages, it doesn't actually go to them; it goes to their publicist. So now, is it the publicist just ignoring us, or is it because they might want to do the show? I think that actually happened at Comic Palooza, where they actually invited Chris Evans, and they're like, no. But Jeremy Renner went, and Jeremy Renner called him up saying, hey, man, you should have been here. And he's like, man, I would have come. Yeah. But the booking agent said no. So, I mean, it really depends on, because it's not really the actor or the actress. You have to go through the middleman.
It's a slippery slope, man. I don't ignore emails, but I mean, I put emails off sometimes, and then you get that Gmail where it's like, you haven't responded to this email in 3 days. And you're just like, oh man, I meant to respond, I mean, I get it. Cause sometimes you're like, this looks like spam, like, I don't know. I'm on the other side of that. So I feel for them. Like I understand both sides.
I try to answer them within 24 hours. I'm better with my email than I am with a lot of my social media stuff, especially, LinkedIn. I'm really bad at that. But like my emails, I try because they're making a point of actually contacting me. Davy Jones, hi.
We can't wait to see you next week.
You're here next week. And I can't wait. That's a couple days after my birthday. I'll have you, Reno. Just letting you know.
That didn't sound creepy at all. That did not.
No, it didn't.
Next week.
It was just the way it came out. I would have said the same thing. I'm just saying. I mean, I get it. No one's come on after my birthday. It's the last day of June. But whoever's on that week, hey,
that's the Comic-Con one.
Hold on.
Wish me happy birthday. Thank you.
Wow. You have just made her entire month right there.
Good. I feel very, very thank you. That actually
hold on.
He's trying.
We might have somebody coming on.
Is he here?
Yeah.
Drum roll.
And Davy Jones, I can't wait to be sitting next to you at Comic Palooza. Yes, you are next to us.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm telling you, it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be fun.
I'll be floating around in Comic Conroe.
That's going to be fun too. I'm going to be at that one for sure. That one's going to be fun.
I'm going to be at both.
Are we near you, Greg, for Comic Conroe?
What's that?
For Comic Conroe, are we near you?
We don't have table selections yet.
I was going to say.
Well, what's the issue? I'm just saying.
That's a month and a half away.
I was like, what?
Is he drumming or is he coming on?
Yeah, we're waiting.
Yes,
a drum roll.
Kathy, come find me at Comic Conroe. And make sure you tell me that it's you, because I will give you a high five and we'll take pictures and we'll put them on social media. I'm telling you right now. Like doing his drum roll, is he coming in?
I'm sure it's going to take him a minute to get on.
Woo, probably.
My
Hey,
drum is dying.
I'm slowly giving up hope. I'm slowly giving up hope.
It's dying. I'm giving her all she's got, Captain.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yes, Miss Kathy. Okay, I will be there. I'll be either looking like this, or I'll have a nice, cool T-shirt that has like a little CJP on it because of my author stuff.
Man, yeah, Kathy, find me. I'll be working it too. Find me. Okay?
I may be on a panel, Greg. Who knows?
Who knows?
She is just calling you out tonight. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's
Hey,
My drum is dying.
No, it's because she wants your palette. That's what it is.
that's what it is.
Because she wants your palette. I mean,
I want the actual palette though, because you can make bookshelves with it. You can make gardens with it. There's so much you can do with the palettes. I'm telling you right now. Is he coming? My hands are starting to hurt.
I'm just keeping it
He
real.
said, okay. He's going to be popping on.
Come on. We're waiting for you. We're having fun. Come join the party.
Ooh, ooh, yeah.
We're having fun. People watching are having fun. Come join us.
Definitely. Oh, man.
I'm still drumming.
Just let it die.
My hands would be sore by now. That's why
Let it die.
I'll use my pens.
Wow.
there we go.
Nice.
Of course, it's probably me like Todd Newton where he has to, oh man, I got to change from Google account now.
I know. I only use Chrome for this. That's why I asked you if you said
I love
I
this.
literally only use it for this. Well,
I
here
love
comes
it though.
Hey.
Hey!
Hello.
It's the handheld version of Mustafa.
It's the handheld version, yes. Hi, can you hear me okay?
We've missed you.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We've
good.
been having fun. So welcome to the party.
Tell me what I've been missing.
Oh, we've been
Oh.
talking all sorts of stuff, giving everybody crap.
Oh, okay. Well, awesome.
Hi, I'm CJ. That's Amy. That's Greg.
I'm this way.
Hi, everybody.
Oh wait, no, I'm that way.
I'm just here.
Okay, we'll
Okay?
do like Brady Bunch.
yeah.
That.
There we go. There, and then.
Yeah.
So you just got
There.
back from Florida?
Yes, I did. First time in Florida since 2019. I feel like they created the sun and just imported it everywhere else. It was really sunny over there.
Nice.
Yeah. And very humid. People were like, "Oh my God, I don't know how you're dealing with the weather here." I'm like, just like Texas, this is fine.
Obviously, they haven't been to Houston.
I know. I was like, yeah, we invented humidity and imported it everywhere else. So like, yeah, absolutely.
And humidity is terrible for hair. I'm just telling you. Right
I'm
now.
sorry.
Humidity is terrible for hair. When your hair reaches this length or Amy's length, and humidity
Mhm.
hits he has.
What are you talking
It
about?
comes out to here.
I got the cool stuff going on right now. I have to keep it short, or else I have like it's a crazy throw going on. When I went to California for the first time, I remember waking up and my hair was doing amazing things, and I was like, "Oh, what's going on? Oh, this is what it's like when it's not humid all the time."
Yeah. It's nice. I'm telling you, it's nice.
Yeah. Mhm.
So, what other cons do you have coming up besides the big one?
Besides the
There.
yeah, so yeah, everything was kind of on the hold for about a year and a half, and now everything is happening starting in like July and August. I'm gonna go to Seattle, outside of Seattle, in a couple weeks. That should be fun. Washington State SummerCon, I think is what it's called.
Oh, cool.
There's one in Albuquerque I should be going to, and then of course July, all of the Texas shows just kind of lined up back to back to back to back. What is it? Comic Conroe. That's on the shirt there. Let's see. There's also oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Cowtown, Comic Palooza, Anime Matsuri. There's so many different shows, like just all at once, and then August like more nationwide, where it's MegaCon Orlando, and I think Boston's coming up, Dallas Fan Expo. I need a spreadsheet.
Well, I know one of the ones that we're actually interviewing in July 2nd, July 2nd or 3rd, right around that date, is actually called AnchorCon, and it's actually the north part of Lake Ontario, and it's actually their first Comic-Con. So
Okay.
they're excited. I think you've probably seen some of their ads in Comic-Con Network.
Maybe Lake Ontario. So like the Great Lakes, that area?
Yeah, it's in New York, and it's on the northern side of Lake Ontario.
Oh, okay. I have friends over there. I'm wondering if they'll be there. They probably will.
Yeah, highly possible. Now, with you going to these Comic-Cons, is there a way that people can commission you to get artwork done for those cons?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't necessarily advertise that I take commissions, but I always take them. And then if it's going to take longer, then I tell them, hey, this might take a few months because I'm busy with schedule or deadline. You have a commission?
Yeah, she had one.
What was it? I do have one. Yeah, right here. I have one. I'll go get it. But I met you at NerdFest. I don't know. Before COVID. Yeah, and I wanted the Doctor Strange one. And then I was like super impatient. And I'm the one that emailed you asking where it was. And then I felt all bad when I sent you an email. But yeah. Because then I realized
don't feel bad. No, don't feel bad. I'm only human. Like, just get a hold of me. And no, absolutely, yeah.
I have the Doctor Strange one right there is the one that
I want to see it.
My husband loves it. You want it?
I want to see it.
I know.
I want to see it. Yeah, let's see it.
You guys all want to see it? You're gonna mess with my.
Oh, that's the metal version, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that is really cool.
Tell me it's nice.
That is neat.
So what's funny is like Doctor Strange isn't necessarily a bestseller, but anytime people see that, they're like, okay, you know what? Actually, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the people who do like Doctor Strange, and for that one in particular, the goal was to make him, because it was right before you started seeing what he looked like in the movies. So the goal was to have the Benedict Cumberbatch likeness, but then a Strange book outfit. So that way, if you're a fan of the comic book, if you're a fan of the actor, you got both bases covered, right? Like Guardians of the Galaxy, people didn't grow up loving that theme. It was the movie and Groot and Rocket and all of that people like. So, you kind of like with those guys, they're gonna look the same in the comics or in the movie, but like Lord in the comics, he just looks like doesn't look like anything. So you want him to look like the movie version. So anyway, yeah, that Doctor Strange, I really like the way that came out. That's great.
No, it was totally worth the wait, man. Like it was worth the wait to get it. Like I'm just impatient.
Was it a long wait? I'm sorry. I think it was at the end of the year, right?
It was.
I think it was at the end of the year.
I think I waited, I don't know, I sent you an email and then I looked you up and I felt really bad that I sent that email asking where my stuff was. So I was like, oh my gosh,
No. Get a hold of me. No, I remember what happened. I think it was the end of the year, and just like my supplier who makes the metals, it was taking forever, and so like I'm glad you were taking on that. Yeah.
How long does it take you to make something like that one? How long does it take you to do one? How long does it take you to do one like that?
So that Doctor Strange, I would just kind of chip away at. I remember I was like at a couple like after the show, after having dinner, I'd go back to the room and just kind of chip away. Like, oh, today I'm gonna do the book. Today I'm just gonna do the face. Whatever it is, right? Just kind of chip away at it in between shows, in between flights. Really non-COVID years, I'm doing about 40 shows a year. So I don't have a whole lot of free time, but I like what I do. I really like what I do. That's why I'm on, go times a year. So yeah, I would just find the time. I knew it would, I knew people would respond to it, and so yeah, I'm very happy to have done it.
I like it on the metal. That's really cool.
I love it. I'm telling you, I know. That's why I was impatient to get it because I was like, I want to see it. So yeah.
Yeah, let me see. Should I do widescreen? Is that not? No.
No, that kind of turns you.
We can talk to you like this. It's okay. We can
Just talk to you like this. I can just talk to you like that.
We're game. Let's all do this.
We're game, man. It's all good. But no, I mean, I will say that definitely is worth the wait, you know, because I'm sure it takes a long time to do. And then if you're on the road, you know, going to 40 different shows a year, I can only imagine. But yeah, because I was gonna come see you at Dagacom. Is that I don't know, the one that was in Dayton. I was gonna come and walk into the room because I was gonna see you, but then I'm not even gonna lie, because I sent you that email, I felt really bad, so I did not come.
Oh no.
So
By all means, like if it's longer than a week or longer, you know, because usually the turnaround is about a week or two. And if it's longer than that, you know, there's something that needed to get fixed. So yeah, no worries.
no,
You should have come and said hi. Were you at the Dayton show?
Huh?
Were you at the Dayton show?
I was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was there. I was hanging out with Greg.
And you really didn't go because of the
I did not go. You can ask Greg. I did not go.
Yep. She wouldn't go.
Hi.
I would not. I would not.
And her excuse was, "Oh, the line's too long."
That was.
Oh.
I told them the story this morning, or like before you came on. I told them the story of what happened. It's like, yeah, that's why I wouldn't go in there. Like, hello. I was like,
Yeah.
Now we know the truth.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, for that show in particular, like they had us like sequestered away in like the special guest room or something, and I was like, no, just come on in, let people in. And yeah, like they had spots to either be like a crazy long line or just nobody, and you're just kind of hanging out. So like, yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, I'll be at Comic Con though. I'll come stop by. I'll come then.
Good.
Yeah, I'll come.
Good. All right.
No.
Yes,
We'll
definitely
come in together and we'll get our picture taken and we'll do like a big group selfie.
There we go.
That works.
Absolutely.
Now, one of the questions that I actually have for you is, did you actually seek out Marvel and DC, or did they seek you out?
That's a good question. Of course, I seek them out. Just a little background. At 12 years, I was always drawing, and at 12 years old, I was in for a comic book, and that's when I realized, like, wait a second, this is a job. You could actually like make a career out of this. Because before then, I was just drawing whatever was popular, Transformers, Ninja Turtles, whatever. And then I was in the comic book, and I was like, ooh, that's what I want to do for a living. And in my head, like, I knew exactly what it was supposed to look like, but my hand was a 12-year-old's hand. So I had to teach my hand what was in my head. And when I graduated at 17. I had scholarships to different colleges, but, art scholarships. But I was like, I don't need college to become a artist. I want to see what I can do. So I would exhibit my stuff to Marvel, to DC, to, anybody that I could. And so, yeah, of course, I definitely pursued Marvel. And actually, the fun story. It's kind of cute, I guess. I don't know. When I was 18, I went to my first San Diego Comic-Con, and back then you could just show up to go and take. Now it's like a lottery system, and it's really hard to get in. But I went there with my mom because I'd never flown by myself before, and I was like, okay, Mom, you stay in the Marvel line, and then I'll go see, Dark Horse and Image and all these other companies, and then I'll come back and check on you because we didn't have like cell phones back then. And the line was 6 hours long. And I like my stuff, but I just wasn't ready. But I got work at Image at 18, and so I did that for a few years, and then my work, kind of, spoke for itself, I guess. People would just, oh, this guy's a Mostafa guy, you gotta check him out. And so the jobs kept getting bigger and bigger, and then when I was about 23 or 24. Reached out to me and was like, hey, I know a guy at Marvel is looking for somebody like you. And I was like, yeah, send them my way. And I did a test page, and he's, yep, you're good, and do it. And so my first book was Jubilee, the X-Men character for Marvel, and
nice.
It was written by Robert Kirkman, the guy who created Walking Dead and Invincible, and I probably should have kept in touch with that guy. He's doing well right now. Yeah.
I have to admit, I didn't know who he was, and Amy's been giving us a lot of grief because I did not know who he was.
I don't know how you don't know who he is. Oh my gosh.
It's not what I didn't know either. I was like, oh, okay, this Robert Kirkman guy, sure, whatever. He
okay, now I don't feel so bad because that is your world and you didn't know who he was. Okay, I don't feel bad now.
No, this was like the first year of both of the books, right? So like I didn't, nobody knew they were going to be the phenomenon that they were. And so anyway, so yeah, I definitely pursued Marvel, but it was just a guy who needed a guy and knew a guy, and that's kind of how I got it. And in DC, it's actually kind of a funny story. I was doing a show in Nashville, and it was not a well-attended show. It was sparse, I guess. And I had fun. And I had a panel with like this legendary Marvel editor. He reached out to me. He's like, "Hey, you do a panel this year?" And this DD artist who I was a fan of when I was 12. And we did a panel together, and they were like, "Hey, let's show you how comics work." Here, his name was Barry Kitson. And it's like, Barry will draw something, and then Mostafa can ink it. And I was like, wait, what? What's happening? And all of a sudden, like he drew this amazing Batman sketch, and you can see it on my Instagram. It was an amazing Batman sketch in 10 minutes or something, and then he handed it over. He's like, "Stuff would like ink this." I was like, okay, sure. I had 7 minutes before the end of the panel, and it was a guy I've been a fan of since I was 12. And I realized, like, holy crap, this is an audition. And I did my thing. I did what I thought, would be good. And he's like, "Oh, pretty good. I'm working on a Superman book. Would you like to work on it with me?" And I was like, "Okay, sure, whatever." And then his assistant came afterwards to my table and was like, "Hey, he was serious. Do you want to work on Superman with him?" And I was like, yes, I do. And that's how I got to work for DC.
Nice.
And after that, I got to do a Flash cover, and I got to do a Batman cover, and Batman's my favorite character, so that made my whole year. So yeah, it's just happenstance, just being right place, right time, I feel like I'm talking about that.
Cool.
Nice.
Definitely. So Amy, CJ, y'all are sitting there with questionable looks on your face. I can see the brains going.
I'm envious because he has worked with Robert Kirkman. Like, oh my God. Like, I don't have anything to say after that. Like, I can't.
What can you say after that?
Like, I'm so speechless.
What's funny is the book we worked on, Jubilee, it was not a big seller or anything. But then after he came a big deal, I got my first royalty check. It was a lot of money, but, pizza was on me that night.
There you go. So, okay, yeah. I ask kind of uniquely strange questions. So this is my question. Has nothing to do with comic books. Uniquely strange. So it has nothing to do with comic books. I want to know what you do outside of the Comic-Con world. Like, do you have a hobby? What do you do?
Probably starts and ends with video games. Yeah, a lot of video games.
Okay,
I'm definitely gonna come talk to you. Like, we are just like, we need to be BFFs, okay? Like, oh my God.
Okay. I'm up for it. Yeah.
So are you PlayStation
add me on,
or Xbox?
PlayStation, Xbox.
Yeah.
There we go.
Great way to start friendship.
This was fantastic. You have made my night. Like, this is like the best conversation. I'm telling you. I don't know about you guys. I'm fanning out right now. Like, I don't know why no one's joining me on this. Okay, like, I don't get it. This is awesome for me. I mean, this is great.
Awesome. Well, I can draw, but I draw landscapes. So to me, what you do is completely fascinating. I mean, I've been to some of those Comic-Cons. I haven't seen your stuff specifically, but I've seen others. And I'm just like, how do you do this? Because, I mean, you have to follow some of them, like you said, with Dr. Strange. You have to have, Benedict's face with the other guy's, outfit, because that's what people are used to. How do you form the pictures in your brain of what you're going to be drawing? Because this is something that people are going to, I mean, as a writer, it's pretty easy. I'm kind of painting with words. but it's
Yeah.
it's mine. It's not like I have to copy something, or it's not like I have to put
That's
something.
That's a good question, actually. And just to answer the previous question, yeah, lots of video games, PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, whatever, and then movies. That's pretty much all I did in my 2020. I had all that free time, and I said, okay, now's my chance to catch up on movies and video games, and that's what I did. But as far as artwork goes, oftentimes I'll work with other artists, other pencilers, colorists, and things like that. But the concept oftentimes is stuff that I'll sketch out, and basically what I have in my head, or my goal is something that would go on the wall, or if it was the cover to a comic book, something that would stand out. Hey, if you could work on a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles book, what would you want the cover to look like? Or you got to work on a Wolverine book, what would you want the cover to look like? And so that's kind of my approach, like what I would want to see. Because growing up, like the covers, and I mean to this day, the covers are the selling point, right? So you want to grab somebody's attention, and you want it to be striking from a distance or up close. And anyway, so that is the approach I did. Like the latest piece that I just posted on social media on Facebook and Instagram is Mandalorian and the child, Baby Yoda, right?
I saw that. I love Baby Yoda. Yodas are like all over my office, and I have the little Baby Yoda that's like this tall. So yeah, no.
Oh, awesome.
Totally love it.
Awesome. So okay, so if you saw that, there you go. So if you saw that. So if you saw that, like I first drew out the sketch for it, like February of 2020, before like everything started shutting down. It was after I was a little late to the party. I knew it was a good show, and I just never made the time to watch it. And then I watched the episode where he was like in the fog, and I was like, okay, I want to do like classic, like Clint Eastwood, old West kind of style, Western from the 60s. But then have like Baby Yoda, Grogu, whatever you want to call him. I wanted to have him in the foreground shooting for Frog. And then COVID happened, and there wasn't as much of an urgency.
And Baby Yoda are two different people.
Yeah, I know.
Baby Groot or whatever.
He said Grogu. He didn't.
Yeah.
Say
Did I say
Groot.
Groot?
He said Grogu.
Oh no, Grogu.
He said Baby Groot. I'm like, no.
No, Groot is different. It's totally different thing. Yeah. No, Grogu. Yeah. But Grogu does not roll with the tongue Baby Yoda, so I'm just gonna keep calling him Baby Yoda. But yeah, just having him chasing off a frog in the foreground, and then finally, like when shows started opening up again, I was like, I need to finish this thing, and so that's what I did, and that's what I posted.
Nice.
Anyway,
Very
so
cool.
I don't know if that answered the question or not, but yeah.
It did. Because, like I said, we form it, like Greg and I do, we're both authors. So we form the pictures in our brain, but we don't have to formulate something that's like already on the TV or already in other comics, and like, or have to combine the two. We don't have to do that. We create the whole scene in our head. So I admire cartoonists and artists because that's not a skill that I have. Like I said, I do landscapes, but my characters don't move. And I can't do faces just in my life. I just can't. I have tried it. It looks horrible.
I'm a stick figure person.
Anytime anybody is like, "Oh, I can't draw a stick figure," I'm like, "Well, I started with stick figures, when I was in
gotta start somewhere."
You start
I
figures.
I can do the stick figures.
Oh, mine look bad. Mine.
Yes. I remember in preschool I started with stick figures, and then the next year I gave them clothes. And the next year I made them fatter. And the next year I worked on faces, and I did that for 10,000 hours. It's easy.
Wow. Yeah, easy. It's nothing to it. God.
No, it's all good. You can do that. Yeah, a little bit. No problem.
Yeah.
I am going to have to eventually get a copy of that Mandalorian and that Baby Yoda. That's my wife's favorite show.
Yes.
I know, mine too. So if you were to say, if we were to say go to Comic Con Row, potentially see that particular picture, how much would one of those be so I could have it in my pocket and have you sign it? And
Hey, mine's signed.
Well,
Mine's signed.
just asking.
typically the prints are $20. I try to make it just an easy number, the math and stuff. I'm
Fair
a
enough.
mathematician.
Please do me a favor and set one aside for CJ Peterson.
Well,
my BFF, CJ, this is for you.
Oh, okay, I get that. Since debuting a couple weeks ago, the last few shows, it has been my bestseller. So, yeah, absolutely, I'll bring extra.
Set one aside. You can actually already have it autographed. It says, CJ, my BFF, here's your baby Yoda.
Yeah, see, I'm looking for
JBFF. That's a lot of initials. Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna come look and see if you have like the Scarlet Witch or Vision.
I like the Scarlet Witch.
I'm looking.
I don't like the bigger characters. I actually like the small. Like I said, Jerry.
Do you not have those?
I like the Scarlet Witch. I like the ones that aren't like the big ones.
Do you have those or no?
I need to do a Scarlet Witch. I have Vision. I have actually the color version and the black and white, the white Vision, but I don't have Scarlet Witch yet. That's probably something. If I start getting requests for it, it's something I have to do though, for sure.
So you're gonna have to make one for Amy for Comic Con.
Yeah, I'll order one when I see you, Mustafa. I'll come talk to you. I'll come talk to you.
And then you'll get another nasty email.
We'll make her come in this time.
I don't remember
I'll
being
be
nasty.
with her and I'll say, "Come on, let's go." He's not mad at you.
I'll be nice, I promise. I'll be nice. I won't be mean.
No, I'm
not ever gonna live it down. No, I'm excited.
See, one of the things that we were talking about was getting guests on our show. So you need to tell all the future guests how exciting it is to be on the show here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, come
absolutely.
on, you've got us. We're fun. We're happy. We're having a good time. We're
Lots
giving
of
you
fun.
ideas for more work.
Yeah, lots of fun. We got to do this in person sometime.
Definitely. We'll all be at Comic Con.
We'll all get together and we'll do a big selfie. When I get my Mandalorian picture that says to CJ, my BFF, here's your Mandalorian, your baby Yoda.
CJ BFF BY, the baby Yoda. Yeah, there we go.
You'll laugh, but you'll do it.
Oh no, that's totally fine.
We'll be floating around, here and there.
We'll be there. Yeah.
I'll probably be every so often checking on the panels, making sure things are going good.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to it. And of course, I like to support local shows. I like to support shows in Houston area and Texas in general. So, yeah, no, definitely looking forward to it. And then just being out again and talking nerd stuff with nerd people is great.
Definitely.
We are. I like to usually, when I go to Comic Cons, I get a Comic Con stash. And so I usually take pictures and plaster it all over social media and tag people in it. So,
Yeah.
I'll tag you in.
Awesome.
And then I'm trying to do, like you saw at DegaCom, I'm trying to actually start doing shows at the conventions, letting people know that they're on their way back. Thank God.
Yeah. I know, right? Better late than never. Actually, honestly, to be honest, things are starting to open up faster than I expected. I was afraid it was going to be 2022, and all of that. But it's nice to see.
I don't think Comic Con people can wait that long. This whole year has been we're having withdrawal.
Yeah. Well, so I've done a few shows now, and I think people are hungry to get out there, hungry to be amongst fellow nerds and support artists, which is nice. The turnout has been great. Yeah, it's been really
well.
good.
And Comic Cons are like a family, and so it's you haven't seen your family forever, and so when you get there, especially if you're in a certain circuit, and you get there oh my gosh, it's been forever. I know we went to a small one up in Kilgore, and we got mugged. Because it's we haven't seen these people in forever. I did some mugging. I got mugged. And so it's just oh my gosh, you're here. And
it was.
Yeah. For better or worse. like when I'm home, I'm sometimes only home maybe 2 days, 3 days in between shows, and I would travel is really when I got to socialize and be like my, quote unquote common family. And yeah, even in Florida, this weekend, I got to see a couple people I haven't seen in a year and a half or longer. And yeah, trying to fight back the COVID-20, that people might have attacked on suspense. But
Okay.
yeah.
So I have a question for you. Whenever I do Comic-Cons, especially if they're like a 2 or a 3-day one, I have the Comic-Con hangover like the next day. If you're only having like 2 and 3 days in between it, how are you functioning in between those?
Okay, so that's a good question. That's a good question. That's something that's hard to articulate, but I'll try my best. When it comes to these shows, honestly, I have an unlimited supply of energy. Like whatever I need, if I have deadlines that are going to keep me up till 6 in the morning, if I'm doing karaoke till 4 in the morning, if whatever it is, I will find the energy. And then I crash for like a solid day. Just a solid day, just not moving. As soon as I come home, I don't talk to anybody, I don't go anywhere, I just put on garbage on TV and I just pass out. I'll sleep 10 hours and I'll be up for a couple hours and I'm like, okay, I'm going back upstairs. I'm going back to bed for like 3 or 4 hours. Like, I just need a day to recover and I'm good. Then I'm good to go.
I don't know what I would do if I did 40. I'm 40 in 1 year. I mean, that sounds awesome, but that's a lot.
It can take a toll. It can take a toll. That's for sure.
It's got to be a blast. I mean, you basically kind of like we get paid to mix up stuff for a living. You get paid to do your passion, which is drawing for a living. And then you get people that love your drawing and want to see you, and just feeding off of that has got to be awesome.
I was just sitting here and it's like, I got 8 or 9 this year. So compared to your 40.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'll hit 40 this year because, it's still a little spotty as far as schedule. But there's a lot. Definitely the second half of the year is really loaded up. Almost every week I'm going to be somewhere. It's not somewhere else country. But yeah, I love what I do, and it does give me energy. It does give me an energy to finish it. Sorry, there's light in the picture. Yeah, I love what I do, and honestly, we're just friends here. We're just talking, right? Being this online. I would do it for free. The drawing part, it's the traveling and waking up early and the packing and all of that stuff. That's what I feel like I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The deadlines, all of it.
Yeah. I can see that.
Totally. But it's fun, and it's something to replace. It's like once you go to Comic-Cons, it's like a bug that's inside of you, and you cannot not go to them because the energy is insane.
It's
a lot of
definitely
fun. If it wasn't fun, I wouldn't, load up my schedule. I wouldn't wake up at 5 in the morning to get to the airport and, all of these things. There isn't any backup. There's anything I'd rather do. Like, if I had, what's the question? If you had like $1 million in the bank, what would you do? I would still do what I'm doing. I may not do 4 of them a year, but I would still do it,
If I had $1 million, I'd do Comic-Cons all year and just take vacation once in a while.
Yeah. Well, and the nice thing is if you add a couple days to it, you can build in a vacation on your, work trip. And, if there's a show in Orlando, if you just go there a day earlier, a couple days early, and check out, Disney, and then go work,
Oh, fun. And it lets you see different parts of the country.
The last show I went before COVID was Dubai, and I got to be here for 6 days. So I check out a little bit of the sites, and then do the con, and go back checking out the sites. That was a lot of fun.
I'm sure.
I can imagine that would be well, of course I've been there, but my going there was completely different because that was called Navy.
Oh, yeah. 15-hour flight was a little trying, I guess. But other than that, yeah.
Where's
Mine
the
was a
most-
6-month cruise.
Where's the
6 month
most unique?
cruise.
Where's the most unique place you've ever gone to a Comic-Con
Most unique place?
besides Dubai?
Yeah, I guess I would say Dubai. Yeah. And after that, I met some contacts where they were talking about maybe Africa and Kuwait and Bahrain, and I was like, well, that sounds fun. And then of course COVID happened, and all that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Then COVID.
But Hawaii, doing a con in Hawaii was fun. Sometimes it's just random places that you end up having a lot of fun. Dragon Con is not the most unique location. It's Atlanta. The show itself is just a 5-day party. It's just like 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning. Like, it doesn't matter. Like the people over there, wow, it's crazy. Even St. Louis, I've had fun in just little random spots. Minnesota, Philadelphia. I mean, it's hard to find a place where you just can't have any fun at all. I'm not gonna say Madison, Wisconsin, but I'm just gonna say some places are hard to find fun, others.
Oh,
Which
man.
one's your favorite so far?
Columbus, Ohio.
You had to pick one as your favorite. Which one would it be?
Like
Remember
what
you
show was
said
my
among
favorite?
Texans? Yes. Remember you're sitting among Texans, just saying.
It's okay if it's not us. I will not be offended. It's okay.
Well, he can't say Comic Conroe because it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. Hey, it could be a favorite, I think I'm gonna have to be a homer and say Comic Palooza because it's 12 minutes from my house.
Okay.
So that's pretty awesome. It was a fun time. It was a great show for me. A lot of friends, a lot of family, people I hadn't seen since like high school. Yeah, that one's always gonna be a personal favorite. Definitely.
Awesome.
Cool deal. But I will say we are definitely running past our time today.
Yeah, sorry for the delay, guys. Sorry for the delay.
Oh, that's no problem at all. We're glad to have you on, even if late. I mean, we continued the show. We talked about cons. We talked about getting people on the show. We talked a lot of stuff today.
We found exactly where our levels are when it comes to geekdom.
Now we know, yeah, because there was a moment there when were going to kick me out from co-hosting because I hadn't watched Doctor Who and I didn't
Or
know
Stargate, or Torchwood, or
Torchwood, okay.
Yeah, but
I hung out with an actress from Torchwood, and I had no idea who she was like the entire evening. She's like, "Oh,
my
don't
gosh.
show Torchwood." I was like, "I'm sorry, I've never seen it."
Thank you.
I
Oh
honestly,
my gosh. Thank you. But
she has her name, I don't know who it is.
the coolest person, when it was just us three talking, was Greg and his buy of a palette. I mean, that was
My palates.
excited for your palette, man. Like, I really am. I hope that headphones was just a
I want the palette itself, though. I want the palette itself because I can do a lot with the palette.
Well, but then he got trumped because Mostafa came on, and then it was just like no one cared about the palette anymore. Now I'm like, I need another one, man. Like, I need to finish my collection of it. So I mean, those are the two highlights for me: is the palette and Mostafa coming on. I'm just saying.
Well, you were.
Well, hopefully I can come back on sometime.
We're playing when he finally
sometime
got
we'll talk.
on.
Yeah.
Make sure for Comic Conroe, I will grab Amy and Greg, and we will get there, and we have to do a group selfie.
I'm gonna go talk to him the moment I get there. I mean, I don't know what you guys are doing, but that's where I'm going. So
can we stick in the back though, so we don't have to wait
We have to
6
set up our
hours?
tables.
Hey now, okay, hey, don't be jealous because I'm gonna beeline and go talk to him first. Okay, don't be jealous. All right, I'm telling you, I'll share the wealth. Okay, I'll share the wealth.
Just have my picture ready, and you will have a happy CJ. That's all I'm saying.
He's like, all right.
Well,
Okay.
I'll make sure to get there early. We'll take all the selfies that you want. Yeah, absolutely.
There you
Well,
go.
we
There
have
we go.
tables there, so we will definitely be there early.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I have to be
Well,
there. Yeah.
Well, everyone, make sure to join us next Saturday. We'll be having Davy Jones on, who's Charming's
Hey, say
Army.
hi to him for me. He's a nice guy. I haven't seen him in like 2 years.
Well, he was
Definitely
on
will.
here right before you got in here, so I don't know if he's still on here now, but he was here right before you came in.
Well, he was in the comments.
Oh,
He
I'm
was
ahead of him.
He's in the comments.
Oh yeah, he's in the comments.
Well, tell
I
him
don't know
hi
if you
for
can
me.
see the comments on the phone.
I don't know. I might have to check this video out afterwards from the beginning. What I missed.
Yeah.
Okay.
But thank you for coming on, even
Yes,
though
thank you.
it was late. Thank you still for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me. It's good to see you guys.
Definitely. And
And
everybody, we'll talk to y'all later.